Bills 16, Chiefs 10. Who would have thunk it? The Bills coming out of Arrowhead Stadium with a victory, ending a 3-game losing streak, and Sully doing it in the fashion that I'm not sure any of us thought they could any longer, and that was with a strong, smothering defense.
I don't know where that came from. After 3 weeks of 212 yards rushing a game and 45 points, they completely shut down an offense that was unstoppable early in the year, but they have been bad lately, so that gave you some hope that the Bills could stop them. On the other side of the ball, one of my first texts from an old coaching buddy who said that decision last week might have cost them a playoff spot. And as heroic as this was, a good coaching job, it makes it even more clear what a blunder it was to start Peterman last week.
Yeah, we're going to dive into that. We want to talk a little more about this defense, though. We heard gap integrity. Well, today it did show up, and talking with Bills defensive players, they said a lot of the success they had today in shutting down the Chiefs running game, and especially their outstanding rookie running back Kareem Hunt, was staying in their gaps, not being fooled by the jet sweeps and motion and all the different tricks that teams do, and this offense, Chiefs offense in particular, does. So they overcame that, and disguising coverages. They had Alex Smith really seeing ghosts when he was dropping back. He didn't know what he was looking at, and that's a veteran quarterback, a smart one, and they took advantage of that. But back to the Tyrod Taylor decision to make him the starter again after the abomination of last week, Jay. Tyrod wasn't great today, but he was exactly what the Bills would have needed last week as well. Efficient guy, doesn't make the mistake, doesn't turn it over, again, doesn't do anything spectacular, but he took care of the football.
Yeah, it was really the definitive Tyrod Taylor game for me. I mean, 19 of 29, 182 yards passing, about 30 on the ground. We have seen him play this game time in and time out since he's been the starter here. And today, because of the defense, it was good enough. But I think if you were looking to build a case whether Tyrod Taylor should be the starter going forward, your position probably hasn't changed much after this game. You're probably thinking he should go back to the bench if you were in favor of starting Peterman, or you're thinking, hey, the Bills won, they're 6-5, they're in the thick of a playoff race. They should stick with what they know, and that is a known commodity in Tyrod Taylor, a guy who, as you said, takes care of the ball. But you talk about the job that they did on the defensive side coaching the ball. I thought it was equally as bad on the offensive side. I mean, the play calling from Rick Dennison, unimaginative. I mean, you've got 3rd and 1 twice in the second half with the opportunity to run out the clock or seal the game away, and they can't get a yard. I mean, there was a lot to not like offensively about this game, and I think Tyrod Taylor, as I said there at the start, played what we've come to expect from him. We've seen that game from Tyrod Taylor.
We've seen it time and time again. Today, good enough for the win. As Jay mentioned, 6-5, and very much, to quote the head coach, very much in the hunt. Okay, but 3 games.
Very good game, did he, Hunt?
No, he did. 17 yards rushing. And the Bills now begin a 3-game homestand with the New England Patriots at New Era Field next Sunday. A belated happy Thanksgiving for Jerry Sullivan, for Jay Skurski, for Jim McCoy. I am Vic Carucci. Check out all that we have to offer on the BN Blitz.